great 1970s steampunk Telefono Del Acqua hack is actually two stories. One is about an instrument, and one is about intersecting points of that take place in life. I'm going to talk about the first one real quickly. This is an example. When I was in high school, I became a poster junkie, and Stanley Mouse was one of the gods of that movement. And I became a graphic designer, moved to Sebastopol. 20 years later, Stanley moved to Sebastopol, so suddenly one of my heroes is in town. This photograph on the right was taken right in the back corner over there, so actually we also share the same room. So I'm calling that 2 points of connection in my life. So you'll see icons up there, and I'll try to get to them if I have enough time. The slides are very casual tonight. That's nice. So this story is about an instrument that all of you have heard, but you may not have seen it before. If you've seen any of these movies, you have heard this instrument. My story begins in the late 1970s, second half of 1970s, at the Sleeping Lady Cafe in Fairfax, where I went to go see Listen with Mel Martin. In Mel Martin's group was a guy named Glenn Cronkite. And I had met Glenn Cronkite 3 years before that, producing a show for Artland's Robisa Patrol. So with Glenn, I had 2 points of contact. That evening, Glenn was in a group of folks, and he was playing percussion. And he had an instrument that sort of defied description for me. It was hypnotic for me, and it sort of gave me tunnel vision at the show, and it got in the way in a certain regard. But the thing that he was playing was strange and unusual, totally unique and otherworldly. And ironically enough, it also sounded strange and unusual, totally unique and otherworldly. After the show, I went down and I talked to him. I wanted to see this thing closer. I wanted to find out what it was. And he told me that it was a waterphone, and it was made by a guy named Richard Waters. Well, Richard Waters lived in Sebastopol and made his waterphones here. If you go to his website right now, on it, he pays tribute to the wonderful Chip Dunbar. He mentions the band Terra Nova, and he also says that Sarah Wing is one of the people in the who's who of the waterphone world. So 4 points of connection. So I decided that I couldn't afford to buy one of these, but I could probably make one with my dad, who was in his 60s and decided he was going to take up welding. So we made this instrument out of 2 stainless steel mixing bowls. We TIG welded them together, and then we welded brazing rod of various lengths around, and we made this. I won't call it a waterphone because Richard makes waterphones. So this is the steampunk version of the waterphone. And rather than explain to you what it sounds like, I'm going to show you. So I want to thank my dad, who gave me 2 points of connections to get me here tonight. And I want to thank you for letting me get up here and do this. If you're interested in any of those images, they can be seen on that journal there, and you don't even have to write it down. You can come up and get a business card from me later on, because I brought lots. Thank you.